Hey everybody, it's File Under Action. I am here with part 8, I guess. Yeah, I think it's part 8 of the beginner guide stream, walkthrough, playthrough, let's play, all those things. But yeah, we're here. We are level 24. We just hit level 24 just recently, so we just started. At this point, at level 24, you could swap to Blizzard, because Blizzard is accessible at level 24. You could definitely do that. And that's fine, that's totally viable, all cool, whatever. But we're not going to do that. We're going to stick with the fire build that we have, because it's still really good, especially with Leaf. If we switch to Cold, we're going to lose a little bit of that sort of bonus skill points from Leaf. And so I would recommend not switching to Blizzard until you at least have Spirit, or you get to the point where like your fire skills aren't really doing that much, which for us would be well into Nightmare. So our fire skills here are still going to give us a big boost. We're going to continue to put points into Fireball, because that's going to be our primary skill, so we're going to max that out first, and just sort of grab the Fire Mastery as we hit level 30, we'll grab that. But otherwise we're going to stick with Fireball, filling that up. And then after we fill up Fireball, we're going to work on our synergies, which would be Meteor in this case. We can also put stuff in Firebolt, but we're going to do Meteor first because Meteor is sort of a bonus skill that we are going to use occasionally. And so Meteor and Fireball are going to be our primary skills. And then we're going to work on maxing out Fire Mastery. Probably won't get to that point to max out Fire Mastery because we'll probably swap over to our cold skills at that point, but we're definitely going to continue investing in Fireball, and then if we get to the point where Fireball's maxed, which it will be in 11 levels, then we will swap to maxing out Meteor. Okay? Again, we probably won't even get to that point, but just in case, we might. Depends on how fast we pick up the items that we need for the next parts of our build. Don't need to repair anything, so we'll move on. We'll cast our Frozen Armor and refill ourselves up. We are in Act 4, right? So we just finished Act 3 in the last episode. We're in Act 4. I talked about some of the quests that are in Act 4. There's only 3 of them. One to kill Iswal, one to take Mephisto's Soulstone to the Hellforge, and then this will be a kill Diablo quest once we do these 2. Or if we go straight to Chaos Sanctuary, it'll pop up for us. But right now we are going to head to the Plains of Despair. There are only 3 areas before the... there are only 5 areas total. So the Outer Steppes that we're in, the Plains of Despair where we'll find Iswal, the City of the Damned and then after that there's nothing notable in the City of the Damned except the waypoint. After that will be the River of Flame, which is where the Hellfire quest is, or the Hellforge quest is, and then there's another waypoint sort of halfway through the River of Flame, or most of the way through, and then after that will be the Chaos Sanctuary, and the Chaos Sanctuary will be where we will find Diablo and kill him. Oh, I hate these stupid guys. Now these guys are going to start to have a little bit of resistance to fire. So we will lose some effectiveness. Got our full key set. We will lose a little bit of effectiveness, but it's not going to be enough that it's really going to slow us down. And not all the guys are resistant to fire, only some of them. Take that chip topaz. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work my way around the outside of the map until we find the stairs to the next area, the Plains of Despair. I'm going to let him kill those. Boom. There you go. Alright, on we go. So again, we're still kind of mana hungry here. Especially as we continue to level up our Fireball, we're still going to be pretty mana hungry. So it's unfortunate, but it just kind of is what it is.
enough mana.
Take that chipped emerald. Open. No, we don't need that. Alright, looks like there's the stairs. There's the stairs to the Plains of Despair. So we're going to go down there and we're going to do the same thing. What the? Ow.
Not enough mana.
We're going to do the same thing and just work our way around the outside. Uh-oh. So those are Burning Souls. They are very dangerous to high-level characters because they do a ton of damage in Hell. Just a ton of damage. Very dangerous. They also burn mana, so they will deal damage to your mana pool, which obviously makes you less survivable because you are... I shouldn't have done that. Because you can't teleport away. So very dangerous. That's why you need to have like really good lightning resistance. So we're going to be chugging a lot of potions. Let's check that kite shield. Oh, perfect! 2 open slots. We're going to put that in here. I think I may have already found one in the last video, but I can't remember. But we're looking for 2 open slots because that will give us... a nice base for the Rhyme rune word. Kite shields are good because they don't require a ton of strength. But, you know. I think the ideal at this low level is a like a tower shield because it has the highest block chance, but we're not super concerned. I'm not super concerned about that at least. Alright, let's keep going. That. And we're just gonna keep working our way around the map. Like, look how many of them there are. And so imagine that when they do a ton of damage, how dangerous that is. It's very, very dangerous, and can easily wreck a character. Alright, so this is the way to the City of the Damned, the next area, and there's a waypoint there, but I am looking for Iswal, because Iswal, while he is a bit of a tough sort of mini-boss, he does the quest to kill him, gives you 2 skill points, which are really valuable. So I am going to continue to work my way around the outside, to try and find Iswal so I can kill him and get that quest.
Not enough mana.
I got a full town portals. Full lightning, or identify. Alright, let's do you guys. Grab that and this. We'll keep moving. Oops, skill shrine. That'll help our mana regrowth a little bit and give us more damage.
Not enough mana.
There's a lot of guys over here.
I need mana.
We'll grab all of those to help keep our mana primed. Alright, let's continue on. Got some good experience here. We've only really pushed through like half of the next area. And we've got like 2.5 bars out of it, or 2.5 squares, lines, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but we've really pushed our XP up, which is nice. Our XP growth will get even bigger when we get to the next sort of area, because there's lots of enemies in the River of Flame and the Chaos Sanctuary. Alright, I'm going to pop that, take that, just to top off. How did that sneak in between them? That was crazy, right? Alright, let you kill him.
I need mana.
That's right. Looking for Iswal. Alright, beautiful.
I need mana.
Almost made it all the way around.
I need mana.
There's his wall.
Not enough mana.
Alright, I want to get him out of trouble. Give him a health potion.
I need mana. I need mana.
Ooh, that hurt me a lot.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
There we go. That's killing him a little bit better. There we go. I was not playing that very well. Let me move these over here. Get some healing potions. Alright, we need to talk to Tyrael for a reward.
He was corrupted to the core.
Go ahead.
I pity him.
Take that back. So I could grab this crystal sword. I think this will be the right level, but I'm not going to, because I want to show you how to get it, how to get it yourself in case you don't get lucky enough for a to get that. So I'm going to show you where to find it. But I think that crystal sword would have been actually good for us for our spirit reward. All right, so we did that quest. And look at that, 2 skill points. We're going to put them both in Fireball. So we now have 255 to 299 fireball damage, and our meteor damage is 283 to 332. One hit for the first hit, and then 63 to 89 per second after that. So pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, now we need to. We're gonna drop off our kite shield, which I think we may have. Yeah, we did have a kite shield already. Let's see which one has a higher defense. So this one's 17, and this one is 17. This one has a higher durability, so we'll ditch that one. I had a feeling I already had one. So we don't need that. We're going to take our gems over, keep them organized. There's another chipped topaz, chipped amethyst. We had found a lot of gems on this one. We're going to move these over. Fill up with potions.
What do you need?
Alright, looking great.
Hail to you, champion.
And I guess we might as well sell that kite shield. Probably not going to get much for it. Let's see, we've almost got half a full level here. 1,000 gold, that's fine. Almost got half a level there just by looking around for Iswal, so that's kind of nice. Alright, let's move on. since we're kind of already almost back all the way around, we're just going to keep going around and just finish the outside, and then we will go around the outside, and then we will head to our next destination. Didn't really need that shrine. It's weird how people put shrines in the middle of this, in the middle of like Pandemonium or whatever it's called, this chaos area. That's weird, right? Someone came out here and built that. It was like, yeah, this is a good spot for this.
I need mana.
We're gonna start picking up every mana potion we get because we burn through mana potions really quickly. Worst comes to worst, we'll use it. So these things, these hags, they will spit out these tiny little demons, and they'll just keep spitting them out until you kill them. The tiny little demons do not give you any XP, so it's very important to kill them first. Sort of like the shamans in Act 1. It's important to kill them first. Working our way around. This time we're going around the other way. It doesn't really matter because we're just looking for the waypoint in the area down, the way down to the River of Flame, which is below this, below the City of the Damned. So, all right, we're gonna go in here real quick. I'm gonna teleport to get my Merc in here. There's a mana potion, nice, beautiful. Just teleported to get him in here so he could help me fight, because even though I do way more damage than him, he still does a fair amount of damage. So he can definitely help DPS guys down. All right, keep it going. There is the way down, and here is the waypoint. So we'll kill these guys, we will grab our waypoint, head back, and just top off our mana.
Greetings.
See if there's anything
What
to
do you need?
repair. We'll grab one more of these and we'll head on our way. Here we'll re-up our frozen armor. Alright, so we've got our River of Flame waypoint. We're going to go down to the river, or the, sorry, City of Damned, the Damned waypoint. We're going to go down to the River of Flame. And then we're just going to work our way through the River of Flame until we find the Hell Forge. The Hell Forge will give you a bunch of gems, and then it will give you a rune. A single rune. So let me look up what the runes are. But I believe it's one of 11 different runes. And on normal, the runes are L through Am. And you have a 1 in 11 chance of getting each individual rune. So it's like a just under 9.1 chance of getting each individual rune, L through Am. If we're lucky, we will get an Am rune. If we're unlucky, if we're kind of sort of lucky, we'll get a Thul rune. If we're unlucky, we'll get something that's not any of those two. I mean, any rune is good. We'll definitely keep it because we can cube them up. But the Am rune, we will need it for a one of our rune words, and so that is sort of the best case scenario if we get the Am rune. Alright, don't need the Gladius. We are running low on mana.
This is just really mana hungry time until we get insight.
I need mana.
Oh! No way! That is really lucky. So the Omrune is like easy to find in Nightmare and Hell, but it's pretty difficult to find in normal. And we just dropped one, not even at the Hellforge. So now we actually, because we have that Omrune, we're actually hoping for a full rune.
I need mana.
There's some mana potions. That is really lucky that we got that.
Not enough mana.
That is like hyper lucky that we grabbed that. That's crazy. As you can see, we are chewing through mana potions right now. Yeah, I don't think we want to go that way. Let's poleaxe. Let's see if that gives us any boost.
I'll put that to good use.
Not really. Okay. Pike is better. I'm surprised we haven't found like a magical or rare pike yet, or rare polearm or spear.
Not enough mana.
I'll let you kill him. That's fine.
Not enough mana.
We chugging, we chugging. Let's give him a potion. Let's teleport out of here to give him out of dodge. Give him a couple extra seconds for that potion to take effect. Pick up a greater healing potion to get that healing potion that we used back. We are now out of potions.
Not enough mana.
And a potion. Take that one too.
Not enough mana.
There you go. Nice job. Alright. Drop those off. We sure do need some more mana potions, but we'll keep looking. Keep looking.
I need mana. I need mana.
Don't think
I
I
need mana.
identify potion. Alright. No, I did not. Okay, let's keep going. Beautiful. I think at this point we're gonna head back because I just don't have any potions. Alright. Open up a portal, let's fill up on our potions. We're almost leveled up. You can see at level 25 we could equip a Spirit Rune Word. But we don't have a base and we don't have the runes. But if you are, it's called twinking a character, and that is using items that you gained on another playthrough for a new character, you might have that Spirit Rune Word already. And at level 25, I would just go ahead and grab it or switch to the Spirit Rune Word. You can add a shield in that'll help your survivability. You'll lose out on a little bit of damage, but you'll gain some mana recovery, and I'll explain why. And overall survivability, which would be nice. You'll also gain some of that damage back with a faster cast rate of Spirit. So, all right, we found our Omrune. So it's Tal, Ral, Ort, Thul, We'll go up there. So we start over up here. That's how I organize it. And that is the rune that sort of boosts the Spirit Rune Word to level 25. And so I still need, I believe it's, now I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's Talful or I believe. Let me check. Yeah, Tal, Thul, Ort, So we have a Tal, we don't have a Thul, we don't have an Ort, but we do have an The Thul and the are the hardest to get, so we're in a good spot. We could farm the Ort rune and the Tal rune from normal Countess or Nightmare Countess when we get there. You could sort of farm a Thul rune, although it does take a little bit longer because you have to cube it up from Rao runes. But you're going to get a Tal rune and an Ort rune once we do one of the quests in Act 5, so that's kind of fun. And a Rao rune, we'll get that too. Alright, so we're still looking for our runes. Again, if we get lucky, which we've already got lucky enough that I'm not too concerned about it, but if we get lucky on the Hellforge quest, we'll get a Thul rune. And that will be... that'll be, what? 3/4 of our runes for Spirit? Okay. Pull him back. That's the Hellforge quest up ahead of us.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Alright, what did I pick up? This? Okay. Drop that there. Pick up the Hellforge hammer. We'll grab this crown. What the heck? Drop that. That's fine. Faster hit recovery, and we don't care. Oh, hey, don't die! Alright. So here's the Hellforge. Let's clear out all the enemies here.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
Let's keep going.
I need mana.
Just give him a little healing potion to help keep him topped off. Grab some mana potions, so there's one there and there's another one there, so that will help. We'll drop some more mana potions into our bar. Grab this healing potion as well. Alright, we'll go around, make sure we clear out all the enemies. Nice job. Alright, we got them all. We're gonna pop the Soul Stone, Mephisto's Soul Stone, there on the Hellforge, and then we're gonna use the Hellforge hammer to destroy the Soul Stone. Bonk. There it is. You can see we got gems. We got a Tal rune. That's okay. Not really ideal. Tal runes are easy to farm, but still, we'll take it. We got pretty lucky dropping that rune earlier, so I can't really complain. Oops. We got pretty lucky, I must say, dropping that rune earlier. So, alright, let's head back. We don't really need to drop off a quest or anything, but now we go on the hunt. So Talrune can go there. We got a perfect amethyst, so we're going to save our perfect gems, especially the amethyst. They are valuable. Just dropping things off here. Flawless skull. We actually don't have a standard skull. That's pretty funny. But we'll get one, I'm sure. My skull's pretty standard. Alright.
Greetings.
We're losing a lot of money buying mana potions. That's so funny.
Greetings.
Like mana potions are costing us. Or repair if we need to. No repairs. Alright. So now we're going to make our way through the rest of the River of Flame looking for the Chaos Sanctuary. And you'll be able to tell you're almost at the Chaos Sanctuary when you find the waypoint, and then there's like there's some stuff there, some cool stuff. I'll show you. I'll try. Don't really need that. Now, if you are a power gamer, if you're like not a speed runner, but like someone who really wants to get through normal, you'd be teleporting and just popping potions all the time. You'd be teleporting through all of this. And, like, not really worrying about killing these guys unless there's like big groups, right? Probably should have waited. Let's do some more vitality, I think. Yeah. And then we're going to add another skill point to Fireball. Our Fireball costs are rising, but also our damage is rising. So 279 to 326. That also bumps up our Meteor damage to 290 to 341. So because Fireball is a synergy for Meteor. Hello. Alright, I just teleported there to get my Merc sort of up here fighting with me.
Not enough mana.
That town portal. I'm gonna check this. Nothing. I shouldn't have bothered. Take the mana potions. Take the amethyst. I'm actually gonna put that in the cube. Come on, dude. Alright, let's go.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
So the thing about Meteor is there is a sort of delay in the cast time, and so if you're just really spamming stuff, then everything's going to be dead before, or a lot of things are going to be dead before the Meteor actually arrives. So you try your best to kind of anticipate that. There's our waypoint. You can see this thing, these statues here. They're on every River of Flame map, so and it's right after the waypoint, so you know that's what you've done.
What do you need?
Hello.
I actually want to get more. Our money's kind of running low, but if we really need to, we can pick up some magic items and sell them until we get our money back in good standing. So I'm not too worried about it. Let's see here. Another standard amethyst, which we have enough to transmute or to cube up to a flawless amethyst, so we will do that. We need one more to cube up the flawed amethyst into a standard amethyst. Most people will tell you at the higher levels it's not really worth it to get anything below that, but I like to have something of a little everything in there because there are some cube recipes that need lower level gems. But most people will tell you not to bother cubing or grabbing anything that's below flawless. Only cube up the flawless. So I like to grab them all. Play how you want. Alright, so this guy kind of explains that there's like 5 seals you need to activate before you can summon Diablo once you get to Chaos Sanctuary. Oops. So that's what we're going to do. We don't really need him to explain it to us because we already know. There's a mana potion, we'll take that.
I need mana.
Alright, let's move on. So the challenge here is that it takes several hits to actually get a kill. And so we're not getting a lot of mana back.
Not enough mana.
If that makes sense. Because we have that, like, you know, you get however many mana back when you get a kill. We're not getting a lot of that mana back because it, you know, takes a lot of casts of the fireball to get a kill in the first place. What are you doing over there, buddy? Could really use your help here. That's not what I wanted. Alright. Just gonna keep working our way around. Alright, so this is Chaos Sanctuary. Alright, so I just got cursed with amplified damage, which increases the amount of physical damage you take by 100%, so it doubles that physical damage. So very, very dangerous for melee characters.
I need mana.
Grab those mana potions. We'll take that smoke sphere and the jewel because we'll try to sell. The jewel we'll keep. The smoke sphere we'll sell for. Whoops. Check it. See if it has. And not much of anything. Quickly running out of potions. Oh, gem shrine. Alright, we're gonna head back. So if you remember from a previous episode, the gem shrines will randomly select one gem
Good to see you.
from your inventory and upgrade it. If you have no gems, it will give you a random chipped gem. We don't want chipped gems, we want perfect gems. Those are much more valuable than chipped gems. And so we are going to take, and because the amethysts are the most valuable, we're going to take the amethyst. We're going to put that in our inventory. We're going to put it up here, and we will keep that because we have 2 of those. We'll take the amethyst, and we will push that up. While we're here, we may as well stock up on mana potions. We'll check to see if we need to repair anything. Nope, still, we're not getting hit a lot. Back we go. We'll hit that gem shrine, upgrade to our perfect amethyst. There it is, right there. And we'll move on. That really hurt.
Not enough mana. I need mana. I need mana. I need mana.
So as you can see, there are a lot of guys here. This is well packed, this area. Oh, we'll take the amulet. Identify that. Is it any better than what we have? It is not. Alright, off we go. Honestly, I don't know why I'm buying the big mana potions. I could probably buy the regular mana potions, these. Because this heals up... Well, these do 300 over X number of seconds, and so it continues as I'm using it, so whatever, it's
Not
fine.
enough mana.
Jewel. Alright, so the 5 seals are... There are a couple different maps, like a couple different orientations for the maps, but the 5 seals are always in a certain position.
Not enough mana.
You kill him. So there's always 2 seals to your right as you're coming in. 2 seals to the right. One of those 2 seals will activate, I think it's the Infector of Souls. It'll be like a super unique. I believe the Infector of Souls is the one over here. So one of those 2 seals will activate the Infector of Souls, which is a super unique version of the Venom Lord, and a bunch of like a mob. Okay, I believe it's this one that activates it, but we're gonna clear this out to make sure we're not dealing with anything that we don't need to be dealing with. There's a mana potion. All right, perfect. I believe this will activate him. Yep, there he is. So there's Venom Lords.
I need mana.
Thanks.
I need mana.
He is extra fast. Ooh, I'm getting hurt too.
I need mana.
Let's get out of here. We have to kill him to summon Diablo.
I need mana.
Almost dead.
Mana. I need mana.
Got him. Alright, we'll take the potions. Alright, I think we're gonna also take some magic items, because we'll get some money back for those. Okay, we activated that. So there's 2 seals over on the right. One activates Infector of Souls. The other one doesn't activate anything. Alright, let's take this too. Just get some of these magic items that dropped. I think that's good. So we'll head back just to get some money back, because chugging these potions is expensive. We'll have him identify everything. The jewel can go, whoops, here. Alright. Amethyst can go here. Oh, I need to move all those up. Beautiful. And we'll sell all these, move you down. There's another flawed topaz, so that's fine there. Drop this off in the stash.
Greetings.
Alright, that gave us some money back. There we go.
Hello.
Alright, so we got all this money back, so we'll go drop it off. Because if we die, we might lose it. I think we don't lose it in normal, we only lose it in Nightmare and Hell, but we might lose it. Repower up. So there's a third seal at the top here. So as we go up here, we'll take a right, and there'll be another seal up here, and that will pop Lord Decize. Oh, hello.
I need mana. I need mana. I need mana.
Stay with it. Okay.
I need mana.
Alright, let's see here.
Not enough mana.
Nice. You know what? I might get insight before spirit. We'll see. So there's Lord Desai's over there.
I need mana.
Drop a. Oh, an Ether. Nice. I'll take that.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
There we go. Take the mana potion.
I am overburdened.
Take the other mana potion. We'll move on from the crossbow. It's fine. Alright, so and then there's 2 more seals to the left over here. One of them will spawn the 3rd super unique in here called the Grand Vizier of Chaos.
I need mana.
And then once we
Not
kill
enough
him,
mana.
I thought I drank the mana. I must have accidentally hit the potion, healing potion instead. Once we kill him, then all the monsters will despawn, and we will get
Not enough
Diablo will spawn. Once we kill Diablo, then that is Act 4 complete.
I need mana.
Nice. All right, let's continue on.
I need mana. I need mana.
Now, I believe the Grand Vizier pops from this one, but I'm not positive, so I'm just going to head back. We're going to town portal. We're going to stock up on potions, everything, get ourselves fully ready to take on Diablo.
You
Oh,
champion.
we need to identify stuff. Get ourselves fully ready to take him on.
Good to see you.
Oh, I should have dropped off my gems and my runes. Alright, we'll sell that. Big 271. Fantastic. Alright, let's fill up our potions. Let's repair any damage that was done. Still none. That's pretty nice. And then let's drop off our gem and our rune. Alright, so we actually have 3 Eth runes, so we can cube that up now to a Ith rune. So now we have one of those. Cool. And then we'll drop off our gem. Alright, we're fully stocked. We're stocked, locked, and ready to rock. I am again going to pop a town portal up here. Do another one, just in case Diablo does me a kill. And I have to come back here. Yep, that's what I thought. So here he is, Infector of Souls.
I need mana.
Or sorry, Grand Vizier of Chaos. So he is fire immune, so I need my Merc to kill him.
I need mana.
Greater healing, reju, greater mana. I'll take all those. We're gonna leave those here, even though we could pop those to get money. We are probably gonna get better stuff from Diablo, so we will save the inventory space for him. All right, so once I pop this, the color should change, and then after a second, it should say like, "Not even death can save you from me." So here it comes. There's the color change. Everything's sort of red now. Oh, it didn't say it. That's crazy.
Not enough mana.
Wow! I was not paying attention. I got distracted because he didn't say the thing. All right, well, it's a good thing I popped that town portal scroll. All right. So what we're gonna do
What do you need?
is we're gonna go resurrect our Merc. We're gonna go get our body, and then we're gonna come back. There we go. So let's go resurrect our Merc.
Not enough mana.
Ow. Alright, let's go back. Alright. Reset.
Hail to you, champion.
Oops. Let's try that again. Alright, you ready? Alright, so we just really need to stay away from his lightning. We're going to get really close and we're going to right click him down as low as we can. His lightning does a lot of damage.
I need mana. Not enough mana.
There we go, we got him.
Terror stalks
Get some gloves. Put that up here. I'm just gonna take everything I can because some stuff might be good, some stuff might not be good. Put
I
all
can't.
that in there. Oh, that's fine. Drop the redrew potion. Alright, off we go. So that quest is now finished. We'll head back over there to our town portal since we've already opened it and go talk to Tyrael.
I can't carry anymore.
I knew.
That's +1 to javelin and spear skills, plus magic find. That's actually really good for low-level Javazons, but we're not going to do that right now. Sanders is really good for melee characters because you get 40 to life and 20% increased attack speed. So that's actually really good for low-level melee characters. Actually, it's level 28, so it's actually not that good. This we might want to put on our Merc. The defense is way better on what he has, but the cold and lightning resist is really strong. So I think I'd rather have the cold and lightning res.
I'll put that to good use.
So defense is a stat that is like not super useful. It is useful, but not super useful. Definitely would rather have. Oh, we can if we go to the next area, we might get 25k for him for that. I would definitely rather have the resist. All right, that's kind of whatever. That's nice. Cold and fire resist with 35. Defense and faster hit recovery. What is his? He's got lightning and fire. Yeah, I actually have that. The faster hit recovery is nice. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. You know, no, we don't need to. We need poison resist. Look how high his resists are. We don't really need to swap. So we'll sell that too. Alright, beautiful. We made lots of money off that. That will allow us to
you, champion.
re-up our potions. Alright, so now we can go on to Act 5. Yeah, we'll sell that. Alright, we're sort of back in the 90,000 range. Talk to him, that he'll open a portal to Act 5. Off we go to Harrogath. We're not going to watch the cinematic because you can watch that on your own time. There are actually two cinematics. The end of Lord of Destruction and the start of... Or sorry, the end of Diablo 2 and the start of Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction, the expansion. Alright, here we are in Harrogath. She sells potions and scrolls. So yeah, see, we got an extra 2,200 gold by going to her. Because the max that they'll give you in Act 4 normal is 20,000. Let's see here. We'll talk to Larzik.
If you're here,
So Larzik gives us a quest. Here's the quest. There it is. Stop the siege on Haragoth by killing Shink the Overseer. So he's at the very end of the Bloody Foothills, which is the first map that we can, or the next area, the first area outside of Haragoth, the town. And if we kill him, we get a socket quest. We can add sockets to an item. We are going to use that quest to build our spirit rune word. So we can talk, again, I keep saying this, but we can talk more about that when we're ready to do that. We won't be ready to do that, unfortunately, until after we complete all of normal mode. So all of Act 5. Once we kill Bale in Act 5, then we will be ready to start farming for our spirit rune word. But we're going to save that quest until then. This is Qualkek. He resurrects our Merc, and then he gives us our second quest. This is Neelathok. He doesn't give us any quest, but yeah, he's pretty shady, so suspicious, I'd say. So yeah, that's our next quest. We're going to go ahead and do the first quest for Act 1, the Larzik quest. Also, if you need a heal, this is Mala up here. She'll heal you up, so we'll pop our
Good afternoon.
frozen armor and then heal with her. And we're going to head through Act 1, Act 5, the first area of Act 5, and try to kill Shank the Overseer at the end. Once we get to Shank and kill him, where's our, that's poison resist, that's fine. Once we get to Shank, we're going to go to the next area because it's like right there. And we will get the waypoint because the waypoint's right at the start of the next area. Don't need that. Check that ring. Maximum stamina, that's worthless. There are a lot of guys over here. There's a fair amount. Let's kill them. So, in this area and the next, there's a couple of areas coming up. There are these catapults, which we already killed one, but they will launch these projectiles at you. And so if you stand still, you'll get hit by one of those. If you stand still for too long, there's a catapult right there. So you have to be careful about that. There are a lot of enemies here, and they give really good XP, so this is a great place to farm in normal, and it gets even better as we get further into Act 5. And so it's actually really good to farm the very end of Act 5, the Bale Waves as they're called. Not as good as what we have. The Bale Waves give you so much XP, just like you'll be flooded with XP. So I'm gonna fill that up. We should level pretty well as we're working our way through here. Another amulet. The damage taken goes to mana is nice, but I think we'll move on. Hey, you killed my barbarian buddy because I was distracted. How dare you? Sweet. Alright, off we go. We're going this way. Let's keep going. There's another Tal rune, nice. We can cube 3 Tal runes up to a Rattle rune. We can cube 3 Rattle runes up to an Orc rune. You can actually cube all the way to Zod, but there's a certain point where it just doesn't make sense because to cube the smallest runes, the smaller runes up to Zod would take like billions of runes of the smaller runes, so it's just not worth it to to bother. Alright, stat point into Fireball. We're now base 12 for Fireball. Once we hit base 20, we cannot add any more rings. Let's see here. Take the rejuve. Take one of those. Oops. Really could use some mana potions. You can see I was poisoned because I stood still for too long. Funny thing is it was this catapult that launched it to there, so it's like, wow, you need a catapult to throw this thing that far? That's the best y'all could do.
Not enough mana.
Alright. We're just gonna keep going until we get to the end. Doop 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 doop. These barbarians are weak sauce. Takes so many hits just to kill one of these dudes. It's like just blow them up with one hit. You know what I'm saying?
Not enough mana.
I think we're getting close.
I need mana.
Keep working our way up. It's very
Not
casual.
enough mana.
Alright, we're kind of running out of mana here, so I think I need to go back. Here's where he is, so we'll head back. Grab some more mana potions.
Salutations.
So many mana potions. Oh my gosh, these are so expensive. So, the merchants here charge you extra until you do the first quest, because they don't like. Lower reason is they don't trust you. Once you do the first quest, then they lower their prices for you. So, just very expensive, but that's okay. We got plenty of money, and we'll get plenty more.
Not enough mana. The rocket can
Alright, we killed him. Nice job. We're going to move up here because the waypoint is up here, and so we can quickly take that back to town. There's also a super unique up here.
I need
Eldritch the Rectifier. Rectifier shit, yo. Excuse me. Lol. Oh, we'll take that pike. That'll probably give us a nice little boost. Go ahead and take that Grim Wand too, see if it has any cool bonuses. It does not. Alright. Let's head back. Head back to town. So you can see just by being in Haragoth, we gain like, just that first area, we gain like 3/4 of a bar. Because we were, I think, somewhere in here. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so a little over half. Just in that first area. So that's excellent XP for you. And it gets even better as we go. Alright, so let's identify this. But I can add sockets to any item now. And how many sockets are added is determined by the item itself. Alright, so this is the next quest. The Soldiers in the Frigid Highlands. And that will give us a Ral Ort Tal rune. This actually has a lot of damage. Whoops. And so you can see this is 14 to 63, this is 30 to 123, so his damage is going to really spike. So check it, so it's at 53 to 157, and that 89% enhanced damage and 4% minimum damage, plus some attack rating, so he'll hit more often, and he's going to hit harder. So check this out, 53 to 157, we're going to jump all the way up to 83 to 268. So that's like 40 to 100 additional... Sorry, 30 to 100 additional damage. So that is phenomenal. That's a big boost to us right now. Or at least to him, to his damage output.
What do you need?
Alright. We'll go ahead and sell that, I guess. Got us 1,000 gold back. And then we'll go up here. I'll show you. It was 1,000 gold to buy these greater mana potions, and it's going to be cheaper now. It is now only 500, so reduce their cost by half. So, cool. Alright, well I feel like that's kind of enough for today. Let's see if we need to transfer anything over. We'll move that. We'll move that. Oh, we got enough to cube that up, so we'll do that. I'll move our Tal rune here. Alright. So I think we're in a good spot, so we will call it there, and we'll come back with part 9 on the next episode. We are still looking for an Ort and a Soul rune, and we're looking for a Shale and an Eth rune for the next 2 rune words after Spirit. We could also do Ancient's Pledge, which we will get the runes for our shield, but I think Rhyme is a better rune word. You're going to get more use out of that, especially as you get into the late game, I think. And so we're going to go with Rhyme for our rune word, not Ancient's Pledge. Okay. All right. So we'll see you on the next episode. Hopefully we can kind of push deeper into Act 5, and if we can finish, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to finish the next episode, but if we can, once we finish Act 5, then I'll show you guys how to start farming for that Spirit rune word, which is going to give us a nice spike of damage and survivability, because we'll be able to equip a shield. Even if it's not the Rhyme shield, even if we don't have the runes for that, we can equip a shield that'll give us a chance to block, so that'll be nice. So there we go. Alright, see you guys next time.